Garfield, First Blood. It was a sunny day when Garfield was practicing Tai Chi on the rooftop to harness his inner strength when he heard panic.
"Garfield, there is panic,"
said John Arbuckle. Stop behaving like woman, John Arbuckle. What is the matter? Scolded Garfield as he put on his members-only jacket.
"Natalie Portman has been kidnapped. You must come to the rescue,"
said John Arbuckle with bone-chilled eyes. What? Said Garfield as he bolted down the stairs with speed of a buffalo horde. Garfield switched on the TV showing Natalie Portman taken captive by vampire gangsters.
"Help! Garfield, I am being taken captive by vampire gangsters,"
cried Natalie Portman hysterically.
Ha, Garfield, we demand the blood bank of USA give us 600 million gallons of blood, all in $100 bills, or else we will be making evening breakfast out of Natalie Portman,
said the head vampire gangster with menace. The only deposit being made will be yours, said Garfield with triumph while shooting the TV in anger with his Desert Eagle.
"Garfield, what will you do?"
asked John Arbuckle with audacity. A man must do what he must do. I will rescue Natalie Portman with these hands, said Garfield, fist clenched with justice. Garfield strutted to his closet where he took his stake-firing machine gun. He then hopped into his all-American four-wheeled pickup truck. Okay.
"Garfield, let me come with you,"
said John Arbuckle with intent. No, you must stay. If I do not return in 24 hours, call Tiger Woods. Timely joke!
"That was a timely joke, Garfield,"
said John Arbuckle, getting his joke. I don't get the joke. Garfield then drove off into the thickness of summer night, determined to deliver justice through personal delivery. When driving, Garfield turned on the radio for inspirational music. Here is inspirational music for Garfield so that he may save the day again, said the DJ. The DJ started playing heart-thumping rocking music to pump Garfield up. This is the beat to my groove, said Garfield as he let himself get pumped. As Garfield drove, he saw a kid taking drugs and ruining his life. Garfield was enraged by the waste of the youth and ran him over with his pickup truck. Drugs are for dopes. Go back to education, said Garfield.
"Yes, you're right, Garfield,"
said the kid who stopped doing drugs and went back to school for degrees. Garfield then arrived at the vampire warehouse where the vampire gangsters held their Natalie Portman. Garfield notices there was a vampire gangster guarding the audience.
"Oh, no, it's Garfield. I must make an alarm,"
said the vampire gangster. The only alarm you will be making is in hell, said Garfield as he shot the vampire gangster in the chest with his Desert Eagle.
"Ha, Garfield, vampires can only be killed with stakes and suns,"
said the vampire gangster. Fool, my bullets are made of suns, said Garfield with astrophysics.
"Oh no, I am dead,"
said the stupid vampire gangster as he burned away. Garfield lit a cigarette on the burning vampire and continued his mission. During exploration, Garfield encountered two other vampire gangsters guarding a room. Here's a prime rib meal ready for serving, quipped Garfield as he shot the vampire gangsters to their death with his stake gun. Garfield then bursted into the room, seeing the Natalie Portman captured with the menacing vampire gangster leader her at her side.
Ha, Garfield, you have entered a trap. Look around, you are surrounded,
said the vampire gangster leader. Garfield looked around him, seeing vampire gangsters all around, closing in, when Garfield heard a familiar voice.
"Arbuckle!"
John Arbuckle crashed in from the ceiling with his two golden revolvers daftly firing all around at the vampire gangsters. Thank you for my backup, John Arbuckle. I was in a pit of danger, said Garfield with sternness.
"No problem. You have gotten me out of more jam than I can remember,"
said John Arbuckle. The jig is up, vampire gangster. Time to face the face of justice, said Garfield with justice coming out of his eyes and said Garfield with justice coming out of his eyes and ears.
Oh no, Garfield, I have a terrible secret to unveil,
said the vampire gangster as he ripped off his face to reveal that he was really Odie.
"Odie, how could you?"
said John Arbuckle. After all of the adventure and bonding we shared, you have fallen into criminality, said Garfield with disappointment.
Yes, Garfield, I'm tired of you having all the glory in women. No more this time. The glory in women will be my own,
said Odie with bitter triumph. Odie, I thought you were a man, but you are just a mutt, said Garfield with sadness in his heart.
You do not have the heart to kill me, Garfield, so say your goodbyes to your precious Natalie Portman,
leered Odie with evil. You're forgetting one thing, Odie. You may have drawn first blood, but I always draw last, said Garfield with cool style, as he shot Odie with his Desert Eagle.
No!
said Odie as he staggered and fell out of the window into acid. Garfield went to the tied-up Natalie Portman and freed her swiftly.
Thank you, Garfield. I am forever in your debt,
said Natalie Portman with love to Garfield. No problem, babe. I liked you in Spaceballs. Now let's dance a sexy tango, said Garfield.
Thank you for complimenting my acting,
said Natalie Portman with gratitude. So after Garfield's gracious compliments, they both danced a sexy tango and got all tens.
Wow, Garfield, you are a great dancer. Are you doing anything tonight?
I am now. I will take to 4 Stars restaurant called Olive Garden. It has food of one-of-a-kind taste, said Garfield with class.
That sounds delicious and romantic,
said Natalie Portman with romance on her mind. With these words, Garfield and Natalie Portman rode to Olive Garden on a black stallion, with wind flowing through their hair. The end? Author's note: if Natalie Portman is reading this and would like to date me, that would be okay. Thank you for watching. Please check out my other videos. They're also things. They're things. Fuck.